Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
Welcome back.
We're doing the Wind Waker still.
The Fuckboy Chronicles.
Fuckboy Chronicles.
Yes.
So, when was the last time you played this game? Probably when we got the HD.
Yeah,
we got the Wii U.
We got the
Wii U right to play.
We bought the special Zelda Wii U that came with the game as a digital download.
Yes. Did we know it was a digital download, or were we
I did not, and I was very fucking disappointed because now it's like, oh, there's a... the Wii U broke, so there goes my game, you know?
Right, if that were to happen. Yeah, it sucks that we didn't know that it was one. Do you not have, like, an account and it's, like, in the cloud? And
I think it is in the cloud, but I don't fucking know. I hate that that's a thing that exists. That I can't just have my fucking game.
Where's Errol? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I'm okay with the digital
Son of a bitch.
digitization of
get
games.
The shield yet, I guess.
I have a very large collection of shit, and I am way less likely to take something off the shelf than I am to just boot it up off of my hard drive.
Fuck that, because if it's on your hard drive, you'll forget it exists. Like, I have a Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, and I've never beaten it, and it's mostly just because I forget I have it, because it's in the DS. It's not a cartridge. Like, I look at my 3DS games and I go, oh, I haven't played that in a while. I'll pop that in. That game, I never remember it exists.
Well, I know everything that's on my hard drive.
Well, look at fucking you. It's on the 3DS home screen. Like, I don't turn on the 3DS and look through my home screen of what games I want to play. Motherfucker, I gotta get this fucking sword.
Let me rephrase this. I have, like, almost never looked at my shelf and then gone, oh yeah, that I have that game, I should play that.
Your room's too big.
That's true.
And your shelf is always blocked by a bunch of bullshit.
But, like, my point is, when I play something, it's because I want to play that game. It's like, oh man, I really want to play... I really want to play...
it's because I need to play something.
Or if I want to watch a show. Like, if I want to watch a show and I have, like... My first thought is, like, okay, I want to watch Serial Experiments Lane. So then the first thing I do is go, do I already have this on my hard drive? And I look at my hard drive, and if I have it, I go, oh, what do you know? I have a Blu-ray rip of Serial Experiments Lane.
Yeah.
I know I have the DVDs, which are ancient and probably missing some discs or scratched up. But I also have the very nice Blu-ray rip on my hard drive. And it's on YouTube. So, like... I'm way more likely to, like, look, like, even for a show I own, I am more likely to go find a stream or something than to get up and, like, try to remove my DVDs from this tightly packed fucking bookcase where it's just shit piled on top of shit and, like, you know, sit through 8 home screens after I put it in, plug in my fucking DVD player, and all that shit, you know, when I could just load up some website. And you are really, really concentrating.
I'm trying to get through this fucking sword fight.
You don't even look like you have heard anything
You're talking about... I partially don't fucking care because you're talking about, like, playing games on your hard drive.
The way that this show works
I know, I'm just kidding.
Is that you even if you don't care, you engage in the conversation because it's a show.
I have to fight this guy. Anyways, I wasn't paying attention. I was just being a dick.
This isn't me walking into your room and being like, hey, Victor, listen to me talk for 2 hours when you have better shit to do.
Look, man, I gotta fight this guy.
This is entertainment media that we do for people, for an audience. I'm moving the mic closer to me because, God, you are loud.
Yes.
You just scream constantly.
Okay. I'm fighting the guy, man.
You're like a codename Kids
Next Door.
It's
hot, man. This is not the time and place.
Do you remember Codename Kids Next Door?
What am I doing?
All the kids yell constantly.
Yes, Conrad, I remember Codename Kids Next Door
I know,
and how all the characters yell.
He didn't have any reaction.
That's because I'm still fighting this guy. Alright, I beat him.
Is he that hard?
It's because I have to read what he's saying to do the attacks.
Oh, right,
so I have
you're
to focus
illiterate.
on reading.
That's right.
No, I just... I can't read and listen to you rant about, like, the anime on your hard drive.
This
and
is
what
a topic
motivates
you brought up.
You wanted to talk about I brought it up, and then you hijacked it and went somewhere totally different.
Dude, look at the clipping.
I can see the fucking screen, Conrad.
Look at the clipping you're doing.
Oh my god.
Move the microphone even more towards me.
I got my fucking sword.
Jesus, dude. Yeah. Oh shit. I don't, lately, I've been making a choice every day. It's either the Advil or the booze.
Oh my god,
that's the
you're
choice
a fucking depressing, broken person. I say as I've consumed 5 ibuprofen today.
Jesus. Why? Like,
I had 2 earlier,
like
just
spaced out
just
over
because
the...
like I was tired and I was like, fuck it, I don't know. And then I'm like weaning myself off of energy drinks. So that's probably taking away some of my energy and giving me headaches. And then I had to work at the TED Center.
I mentioned this on Phantasy Star Online that when it rains I get headaches.
Yes.
Or no, that was on Super Meat Boy. Whatever.
I used to feel shitty when it rains.
When it rains I get headaches and
I think we have seasonal affective disorder, defective, whatever the fuck it's called.
I get headaches when it rains. That's
Yes.
all. There's no title for that. It's just I get headaches when it rains.
You don't think there's a title for getting headaches when it rains?
I've done research on it.
There's a disorder for everything.
I don't think it's a disorder.
Everything is a disorder,
that when
Conrad.
there's a low pressure front, that sometimes you get a headache.
Nope,
it's really
it's a fucking disorder.
I get a headache when it rains.
I promise
It's
there's a
been
word.
Really,
There's a term for it.
Really hot and humid in my room, which is like, it's just a stressful environment to be in.
Yeah, I'm like literally sweating into this leather couch.
I'm sweating
and
shit
so it's,
balls
it's
right
like
now.
it doesn't absorb your sweat. It just kind of like is there on the couch.
I am sweating shit balls.
Your couch is gonna end up looking like this fucking controller.
It'll be fine.
Just nasty, covered in human like. Just,
You really like when it comes to controllers. You really are like.
I've wiped down any controller that is handed to me because like I can just feel the other person's finger residue on it.
Victor is like very grossed out by the idea of other people's hands. Like
Extremely.
other human beings' hands
Yes.
always seem
Especially people with just like greasy hands.
well, because
clammy hands.
anytime someone hands you something, they're like, "Oh, you had your fucking hands, like your greasy ass hands." It's like
particularly you and Shade. I feel like it's childhood trauma because you guys always had dirty hands. That's like Shady. He always like ate those fucking cheese puffs and then got like those cheesy fingers.
Oh,
and
that's not.
And he'd always
good.
have dirty nails, and that just like freaked me out as a kid.
I always have nice, clean nails.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I
don't
didn't as a
understand
kid,
people with dirty
but-
nails. It freaks me out. I'm like, dude, you can fucking see it. It's right there. It's on your hands.
Right.
How do you live with yourself?
I
Is
definitely
it like a
had dirty nails
condition?
growing
Do you
up.
have some condition that makes it so you can't fucking clean your nails? Is it just like some sort of retardation? I don't fucking know.
So, anyways, yeah, clean hands. I don't remember what we were talking about before that.
Me either.
You don't like digital downloads. That much we can say for
Right.
sure.
That's what we were going on about. I had forgot. I was like so lost in you talking about like things on your hard drive.
That's why we were talking about
I
it.
completely forgot what the
Your
subject
controller
was.
is dying.
Yes, it's been dying for like the entire time we've been recording.
Why didn't you say something?
I don't want to go
Plug
look for
it
the
in.
cord and shit.
What
It
kind
needs
of
a
cord does it
it's just a
take?
USB cord, but that we use back behind the TV, so it has
There's
to be pretty
a
long.
PS3 controller right here on the floor. With it's a short one, but what? You said it's just USB.
Yeah, but I just said it has to get all the way back to the Wii U.
Yeah. So you just looked at me like I was insane because you
So
assumed that
you
it's a
said
tiny
there's a
cord.
PS3 controller right here in that way that I was just like, what are you getting at? Like, what, am I going to use the PS3 controller?
No, you used the USB that's plugged
Yes.
into it that I was using to plug into my computer.
Whatever. It's not dead yet. I'll just switch to the gamepad when it dies,
All right.
I guess, and I'll wipe that shit down because it was gross.
You can use this gross towel I've
Fucking
got
glossy
in my
bullshit,
lap.
man. 3DS is the same way. Why can't they make everything in like that?
Plastic,
Yes.
like that dull, like
where you can't
flat-
see it, where it's like it's there but you can't see it at
Yeah.
least. Even though I wiped down PS3 controllers too, I feel like the GameCube controller is like the least like
yeah, GameCube.
it doesn't really
controllers are cool.
retain finger grease.
It's all around a really comfortable
shit.
controller. Like
Yeah.
I totally get why they made the GameCube controller the way it was. It just totally didn't work for where gaming was going at the time.
Yes.
You know, like
I
where
love the controller.
like it was moving towards like first person play and having two thumbsticks, you know, like I totally get why it would be a terrible idea to make a controller with one joystick in the 3D era,
Yeah.
but it's a really nice controller, you know?
I was actually, I don't know if I talked about this before, but I think it's kind of a shame that with Nintendo, like the Wii U's controllers now are more like most modern gaming controllers.
Right.
And I really respect the design of like the Wiimote and the GameCube controllers, and they're a proactive design for teaching a new console to someone who's never touched one before. Because like to our parents or someone who's never played video games, picking up a controller, they have no fucking idea what they're looking at.
Right.
And with like something like the GameCube where it's like there's a big green button, there's a red button.
That's obviously what they were going for.
But it's easier to learn that kind of like color coded, everything's really different looking, so you don't get confused on what button you're pressing.
They're all very different.
Yeah. And I think those were better controller designs for teaching a new game, especially with the Wii, where it has the simplest controller, like, and the A button is the central button, it's right there, like, it's the biggest button, it's very clear, and then that's, like, the most accessible controller to different audiences, and the easiest one to just pick up.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is that if you make a simple controller, you have to make simple games.
Yes.
You know, and that's the issue with it.
It just can't keep up.
It's that, like, yeah, it'll help more people get into the fold of games, and those people will probably play simple games anyways, but as soon as you want those people to play a more advanced game, there's no option, you know?
But then the Wii was also, you know, incredibly profitable and very accessible.
Right. But,
Alright, what am I doing? Am I getting on the ship?
You seem to be talking to
everybody. I gotta get my shield. Because I lost track of where I'm supposed to go.
Oh, Jesus. You said so much words that... Oh, yeah. Have you seen the Steam controller?
Yeah, that ugly piece of shit with its fucking,
I just thought...
It's dunes on it or whatever.
I thought it would blow your mind to shit if you saw it.
Yeah, I mean,
craters.
It's pretty old
They're more like
craters
than... But, you know... It wasn't until because they did an unboxing of it on I'm
always just like, why are there craters?
Previously recorded.
Confusing.
Well, okay, but as soon as they did the unboxing of it on previously recorded, and like they started to say what it was for, it all clicked, and I immediately got it.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
Like the idea is that you have free range motion with your thumb instead of. Like, so that makes it so you can swipe way quicker and, like, play first-person games, and, like, it works. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, you know?
Because I am with the idea of, like, not using the joysticks, because it's like, okay, who said the joystick was the perfect, you know, controller mechanism? Like, that it's become the universal standard.
So, like... alien and strange.
Yes, it's very strange. You know? It seems like it would take a long time to get used to.
And I will say, I'm not that into joysticks. I'm more into game pads, but I mean, those aren't good for 3D games, so they're kind of like fucked. Like when it comes to menus and shit, I way prefer to use a gamepad, especially on the PS3 controllers because they're in the better spot. You know, like the thumbsticks are in the weird, awkward hand-braking place.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm so used to fucking joysticks now. It's just like, it feels like it gives me the best range of motion and the most control because I'm so used to it.
Right. But that's what the question is. Like, when you look at the Steam controller, your first instinct is like, what the fuck is that? But then you think about it, you're like, well, maybe it would give me, like, way better control in a first-person game. I don't know. It would be... Because it's not the same as a mouse, where with the mouse, you really feel like you're just aiming it at something. Yeah. Whereas with that, it's still the sort of esoteric nature of your, like... thumb being in a place, you know. You're not really like pointing and clicking, you're moving things. I don't know, I'd have to play with it to know for sure what it feels like, but it looks fucking weird, and the fact that that it's also the buttons is weird as shit, you know.
I need a Best Buy demo of that shit, like to understand what the fuck is going on.
Super odd. It's also like a $50 controller.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, because I was asking Donson if he would buy
I don't know why controllers are $50. I don't feel like they are something that should be $50. I feel like it doesn't cost $50 to make the motherfucker.
I can
like, why
see,
why does a controller cost as much as a game?
I can see when it's like the full-on like rumble feature 6-axis. Like,
I don't know, because you open them up and it's just a tiny little circuit board. and some
Right.
little motors. Like there's nothing inside of it.
Yeah,
You're
they're
really
definitely
paying. You're probably
overpriced.
paying for the plastic.
I don't think I personally have ever paid more than $25 to $30 for a controller. So
I think I paid $50 for this Wii Pro.
yeah, I just wouldn't buy it. Like,
But I think I had like a Best Buy deal or some shit.
for
to
me,
get
like
it
if a
lot
controller
cheaper.
is more than like $20, I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't need it. I don't need a controller. I'll wait for someone else to buy one, and I'll use theirs. Cause God, we have like a few PS3 controllers, but I'm sure I didn't buy.
I really
any
like
of them.
the Wii U Pro controller because it's like the perfect version of the 360 controller to me, because the sticks are in the same spots,
Great.
and like
I don't know. I like the
I like
360
the
one,
sticks being on the same level. 'cause
but I prefer the
it
buttons
makes
to
more sense
be
to me.
on the top.
Yeah.
So, for me, the 360 controller is pretty ideal. But
The only thing with this controller is that it feels cheap, and you're like, oh, I paid $50 for this.
oh, does it feel?
It feels kind of cheap, like it feels very just plasticky.
Yeah, I remember now
And the
because I
glossy
played with
just
that, and I
fucking
hate the
sucks.
buttons on it.
Yeah, the buttons feel kind of like they're breaking or something.
What a piece of shit, Nintendo! This is your
Nintendo,
proprietary
you
controller.
piece of shit. Thank you for letting us stream your game.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
That is probably going to be taken down or
Oh,
something.
why did we
Right,
play
wasn't that
this?
one of your reasons not to play this game?
Yeah. Oh, we shouldn't have played this. We're not going to be able to monetize this at all. We're not going to be able to.
Who cares if we monetize it? We don't make any money off of this fucking channel.
We make like $10 a month.
Yeah.
What if we do start making money off this channel? What if it
won't
becomes
be off
big?
this playthrough? This could be our jumpstart playthrough that we don't make any money on. I don't fucking know. Are you,
know-
dependent on the fucking Digi Bros?
It's just hard to
income?
justify making videos that don't make any money.
We're having fun.
I already feel bad about my fucking Game Grumps playthroughs video because that's not
Yes.
making any money. And you know why? Because of the Wind Waker clip I used.
Really?
Yes. Because
Holy!
I
alright,
showed
yeah, this is gonna get flagged immediately.
I showed clips from all the playthroughs I talked about, and the only one that got noticed was the Wind Waker clip, and Nintendo monetized the video for themselves, so they
Wait,
can
they
make,
can do that?
Any
They can make money
Any
off your
company
vid-
can do that.
Wow!
If a company flags your video, they have the choice to either take it down or to monetize it themselves.
Dude, that's fucked.
yeah.
I guess I'd rather they monetize it for themselves than take it down, but that's really fucked. I mean, I guess if you want to make videos with their property, they have the right to make money off of it. I don't know. That's
it's
kind
fucking
of
fair
insane.
use. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're gonna fuck me, well, I'm gonna fuck you too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, this will probably be monetized by Nintendo.
Well, everyone, I hope you're ready to make Nintendo a fucking couple bucks.
Well, you know, I actually considered making a Digibros Patreon. With the first goal, like the goal, like at $100 or so, being that we'll do Digi's Crib, since people are still begging for it every day.
Oh my god.
People are mad at you for not doing it, Vic. They really want you to film it. They don't understand how badly you don't want to do it. Here, okay. All right, next time on Digibros, we'll talk more about this.
You should rig yourself with the fucking Snoricam.